Welcome to Warriors Fan TV Monday night Korero. Oh, we've got our first visitor, Chair Moby. Hey, kia ora e hoa. Hey.
Tēnā koe.
Tēnā koe. Bro, how are you, my bro?
Bro.
Let me have it, bro. Let me have it.
Bro.
That game, mate.
Was that not the most fucking clutch play in,
Can't remember
10
anyone doing
years?
Yeah.
We've seen ice moments drop goals, but I can't remember. I can't remember iced as tries. When the whistle's gone.
Yeah, bro. So I was gonna kick off tonight. I know the crew's gonna come on and I'd set the tons.
Kick it up.
I'm gonna walk us through the last 2 minutes, but more so the last 53 seconds. So the last 2 minutes we get that penalty. And Tana Boyd had already fluffed the drop goal. So he's starting to feel the pressure. Anyway, he fluffs the penalty. They had to kick the restart. So by the time he missed that penalty, we were just under 2 minutes. I've got it written down, and here comes the magic. So 43 seconds to go. The Knights kick it off to us, and we do 4 hit-ups. And in those 4 hit-ups, Fish took the first one, and by the time he played the ball, we were down to our last 30 seconds. Wade snipes. He shoots out, plays the ball. We're down to 22 seconds, bro. Roger gets a quick play. We're down to 15 seconds, bro. And then Big Fish takes the last hit up. Big Fish plays the ball, and we got 7 seconds to go, bro.
Wow. I know.
Yeah, and that set of 6, those 4 tackles, we'd ran 35 meters, So Tanner shoots with 5 seconds left, fluffs it, they charge it down, but fucking Laica regathers the ball with 3 seconds left. He gets to the fucking 20-meter mark and the time's finished. There's no time left. And then he sprints his way into Warriors folklore, bro. He just he iced it, and it was just one of those. It was just incredible, eh? Like he ran for over 42 meters. So from when he regathered the ball to when he scored, and he actually dived before the try line, so momentum got him over. But it was
Ricky. Kia ora whānau.
Special. Yeah, all the fellas, all the crew here.
No mai haere mai, no mai hoki mai.
Right.
Still in a state of shock.
Yeah, bro.
How many times has everyone? I think I've watched highlights for 50 times, maybe. Like I'm scrolling, it's everywhere on my social media, Facebook, TikTok, and it's just everywhere. And there's some awesome videos of people who posted their videos up who are at home recording at home with their whānau, and then just like everyone stressing. They're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then the magic happens. I think SJ posted one of him and his whānau, his wife's there. And man, like I was on my phone watching that highlight for hours. And I can honestly say that will go down. That try will never be forgotten.
Yeah. Oh no. And even the post try stuff, like Laica scores in, and the first thing he does is, and then Chanel does it, and then Tane does it, and there's a few of them
doing this one. Tane's doing this one.
And then Roger does that, and
the part that cracked me up is Aaron Clark going down to the Tigers, the Knights bench, and and then. Like when Tanner Boyd missed that penalty, you see the two Knights players. I think it might have been Gagai and Fletcher Hunt, whohoever it was, in the goal line, and they're like celebrating. They're like, "Yeah, bro!" And then, bro.
By that stage, it was like
later,
they've already won.
Broken.
Yeah, and like in all honesty, for me, it was kind of like, so we done to the Knights what the Storm had done to us in the Anzac game last year.
Yeah.
So all we had to do was hold out, defend. And then, coach scores in the corner what was, I think, like the try of the year, whatever. But all he had to do was hold them out, and that sinking feeling is just like, wow, we done that to the Knights last night, kind of thing, eh? So yeah, I feel for them, but it was like that bit of magic from Laica, and just all the social media stuff blowing up.
Let's go because let's go to something that I saw in the first half that was like, bro, this game cooked. We are cooked. That right edge of ours is absolutely cooked. Hastings could hold it up. He could give it to Bradman Best, and he could handle Capewell easily, or he could go early after Maju, and then he could handle DWZ. And I was like, this game, me and Tams actually had a video call at halftime, and I said, like, I think in the first try came in, I said, I'm not panicking. And then that second try came in, third try came in, and I'm like, it might be one of those ones. It might be one of those ones.
Yeah, bro.
But they ended up going away from what was actually working in the first half. They didn't pepper our right side. So I don't know what was said at half time to say go do something else. But I just thought, this is going to be one of those games.
Heck yeah. Yeah, absolutely, bro. And it was interesting. I said to Tons earlier. So on our first set, Dylan drops the ball, and it's kind of like that was just forecasting. Like the one good thing he done all night was just running it straight, returning the ball. But he was just had no luck catching the high balls and stuff, and was knocking on or whatever. But his defensive reads were just like, oh my goodness, bro. That was hard to watch. That was really hard to watch.
Is he doomed if he does and doomed if he doesn't? So that second try, he didn't let Capewell. He came in with Capewell where he should have went out. Actually, he doesn't stay out very often. So I don't know. I'm just trying to find some light at all of these comments flying around Whānau.
I was watching the replay today, and I saw Capewell, like he had, was it the second one? He had Bradman Best marked, like he had him, and Dallin's, and I'm like, bro, man, like trust your inside man, and that's what, like Capewell could have taken Bradman Best if he decided to run with that ball, but instead he passed it and Dallin was in. And me and Leo were just talking about this before we went live. What do you do? I see all the comments on social media, drop him, he's useless. And then what? Who are we going to put there?
Yeah.
Could be Pussy, but we know that he's rocks and diamonds as well. I agree with you, Leo. Like defensively, his reads were shocking. I think that's probably his worst game.
Which is funny because he just had his best game. I reckon he had his best game just the other week against the Tigers. He had a really good game in that one.
Hard one, bro.
I give it to our boys because I actually, when you watch it live, of course, all your emotions are bubbling and you're frustrated, you're angry. But when I watched it today, I actually thought that we had some really nice shape going on. We ran some really good lines, but I've got to give it to the Knights, man. They fucking defended really, really well. And in all honesty, I think that was
the game was theirs.
Game of the season.
The game was theirs. They were losing the game, they were winning the game, they're losing the game, winning the game again, and then they lost the game.
And I think it reiterates that whole just never say die, and it's fair to say, but it's fair to say that kind of attitude hasn't been with our team for a long time. That whole just fighting to the bitter end, and that's exactly what Laica done. He just, I was saying to Tans, the presence of mind. He didn't even go looking for a pass to try and set someone else up. He just backed himself. He just got that ball and just punched it, and I was just like, holy, the young fella to be able to think like that, just like fuck it, I'm going to go for it and just and actually do it and score was like, holy, we the club, the top team is in such a good place. Sorry, Tom.
No. I just think it was pure instinct on Laica's behalf. Like, like in moments like that, you'd probably see a player pick that ball up and pass it to his outside back or his inside man. But This guy just grabbed it, and he was like, I don't even think he thought. I think he just was like, fuck, I'm off. Like, I'm gone. And thank goodness that, and that's the kind of stuff that you can't coach out of young players, It's just that real, instinctive play. But bro, like, I don't know how many. I think every household, every Warriors household here in Aotearoa, and me and my son we were freaking, and we were hugging and high-fiving, and I was telling Rio with 1:30 to left, and this is to you guys in the chat, with 1:30 to left, because I was at my son's watching it. I actually grabbed him. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm going home, son, love you. Grab my stuff, and then I heard the whistle blow, and I was like, hey, what's going on? And then I was, man, it was celebrations. Even my 4-year-old grandson was like, woo!
Yeah. And even when Laica took off, and like, again, watching it on review, there was only 2 players that didn't actually follow him. The rest of the team started sprinting, but like Fish just stood there, but Fish had already done 2 of the 4 hit-ups.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
He was gassed, bro. He was fucked.
I think it was Dimitrik on the inside.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been Tana eventually. And then DWZ was out on the right hand.
Yeah, but when you watch the replay, all of our players moved. As soon as Laica punched it, the rest of them just followed, and it was just like, holy. Instinctively they all just got there. What's that, bro?
Now that you say that, I remember it's starting to come to me. A lot of players might not pass, but as they break that line, they start to panic, or they put in a chip kick, or I've seen the chip kick happen a couple of times that has come off and sometimes doesn't come off. But he just had one goal. Look down the field, no one down there. Gungai can't even move, and he just went for it. And I hope he always stays that way. That's eyes up footy. That's eyes up footy that we keep on talking about, right? That is supposedly dead. Like he's got it.
Oh yeah, bro, hard.
I agree, Tahi. That's what we were just speaking about before, is the fact that you saw Vaimuanga in the background there, like following. And man, like, one thing I love is when support play comes off, like when it works.
Melbourne's Storm do it every weekend.
Yeah, and just seeing him, I was like, bro, like, that's what you want out of your team, is to see your support players. Pure instinct. Felt sorry for Tanner Boyd. He, but all good, bro. You're going to have, this end of the season, mate. You're going to have many more of those.
I think this was a really good thing for him to feel. So there's a few pressure cookers with our team. Number one, you're in the team, so he felt the pressure cooker of the team. He felt the pressure cooker of the number 7 jersey. Has an extra mana pressure to it. And he was being looked at to ice this game, and he didn't. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. I think the look on his face, he was pretty dejected when he kicked the ball out on the ball. Let's go back to Tane Tuopiki when he did it against the Penrith Panthers, but that was like the first kickoff. It wasn't the last one. So I think this is a character building one for him, especially because he's been tearing it up in Cup. He hasn't had this type of pressure in Cup.
That's right.
That's right. He's running through teams, right? He's controlling everything in Cup. But this was perfect. This was perfect for him to feel that pressure.
Yeah. And it's funny too, bro. It's funny too, because had there been Metcalf, like the genuine dejection from Tanner Boyd, when you see the close-ups, if that was Metcalf, that would be water for ducks back. He'd be like, oh fuck, who cares? That's how quick the kid moves on. But so definitely a lot to learn for Tanner Boyd and the pressure cooker, because when he missed the drop kick, missed the penalty, and it's just like, ooh, he's starting to feel it.
And then he kicked that on the floor after Cogger iced it. He went
bro.
That was like 6 minutes. That was like 5 or 6 minutes. Honestly, when he got the penalty, I was like this. I was like, oh my god, my son's like this. but I could see through my cardigan, even though I was covering my eyes. I could still see through it, and I was like, "Oh no, he missed!" And but I just want to. Nick pointed out last night, like when we were talking, like I just want to acknowledge Tainto Opiki, man, and his defensive reads, like twice. He saved, and they were tries. He saved 2 tries.
Yeah, they should have scored,
and they should have. So man, the littlest guy on the field, like such a big heart and just so much effort, man. So fuck you, I just give that guy a round of applause because he was awesome. I'd actually probably give him, despite Laica getting that try, I'd probably say Tane was, man, he was our savior out there in a sense as well.
Yeah. So just Jacko's comment, the Dimitrov, the back fence, that's going to become like people are going to start wanting to turn up just to see him do that straight after half time. The way he punched the line, and he ran straight at Leo Thompson, and it's just like, bro, this kid's got kahunas, bro. He's
manhandling. He's manhandling, man.
Yeah. But fearless, He just gets stuck in, and then he gets up smiling, and it's just like he's definitely channeling that Paliacina vibe, back in the day.
Yeah.
He's just running with, no self-preservations. It's like he's punching it and daring them to try and line them up. It's like, bro, that's the juice that young fella brings, bro. Bradman Best and Kurt. Kurt kind of, he did get, well, in the first half, Best skinned him. But good thing Tane had his back. Tane was covering because he
So what do you guys think of Ali coming back in and putting Kate Well back to second row?
Is Ali fit?
Well, he played cup last week, I think. So what do we think of that? Putting Ali back in? I mean,
problem I have with it.
Pardon?
Yeah, the problem I have with it is that it drops Laica back to the bench again. And
good point.
I'm quite liking him playing those full 80s. Actually, did he come off? He did come off in the. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, he came
he came off for a bit, didn't he? Laica, Demi, and Clark were all off at the same time, eh?
Oh, that's right. When the camera panned to them, I was like, "Oh, what are you guys doing off?"
But you've got to acknowledge that our pathway system and even the club for just having that fucking being onto it and signing these boys up long term. Could you imagine if these boys were coming off contract at the end of next year? Can you imagine?
They'll walk straight into the Dolphins. They'll walk straight into
any club, mate. Far out. Bellamy even will be like, "Oh yeah, I'll go and get me some more of those Warriors boys."
So Damien and I talked about it last night, and Dimitriv's locked in. No, sorry, Laica's locked into like I think 2029. So he's going to be around for a while. Yeah, but his value, his negotiations are going to be interesting, because I think after this season, he's gonna. I reckon he's in for a pay rise. The way that
and they should, and that should not even be a question.
No, I agree.
It should not even be. Some players you have to question. We're not going to name names, but some players think they're worth more than what they actually bring to the table.
Yeah,
this guy's ceiling is so huge. I did put a post up though. I did put a post up last night, and I think it got a few noses out of whack, saying that I was tall poppy syndroming Laica. All I said is that let's not jump the gun with our young ones. Yeah, but I've got a long way to go. Let's not do put heaps of pressure on our players before they've even developed and before he's gotten better. And let's not get too ahead of ourselves because we're really good at that. Oh, we're fucking experts, cuz.
Yeah,
I think all clubs are though. We're all fans, of whatever club they're connected to. They are good at putting these players on a pedestal, and we see it all the time. Reece Walsh, You know, he was the next coming of the Lord.
Yep.
And then, you know, he had a bad season and they throw him under the bus. So I totally agree with you, Nick.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Like,
yeah, it does.
You're going to have bad games. No player goes through and has like good game after good game after good game. There's going to be some bad games. So when it happens, just be like, oh, yeah, sweet. Well, that's just part of the learning process, you know. You know, I speak for us fans. I can't speak for the media because I know what the media is going to do. The media always loves to bring people up and then just absolutely shoot them down.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And I mean, you can expect the Aussies to be fucking like for the week going on about how the Knights were robbed. They should have won that. They should have iced it. They should have done this. They should have done that. Yeah, they should have, but they didn't.
They should have, but they couldn't.
Yeah, you know, so it's kind of like, so, you know, but like as Warriors fans, we're used to the bullshit anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
They can say what they want. Kind of
reminds me of an interview I did outside the stadium after the Raiders game. It was one of those Raiders game where we iced it and the guy said, we didn't deserve to win that game. We should have lost that game. They should have won, but they didn't.
Well, I actually thought, don't hate guys, I actually thought Knights were the better team. I actually thought I thought defensively they were really I thought they were defensively they were great and they've got good stats for the defense, but mate, it just takes it took all of 5 seconds, man, to just flip that whole game on its head. I just
they had a lot of players that shouldn't have been in the team, right? Because there's virus going around. And, you know,
I don't know about that though. I'm like, was that a piss take? Because I'm like, if that was the case on Friday, that 10 of your players had a virus, only 5 showed up at captain's run. But I don't know, magically they all took the field. I'm wondering if that was I don't know. I'm like, is that like, were you bullshitting to try and kind of throw us off? I don't know, but
no, I think it's real. It's definitely real. They were the better team. I usually agree with you on that. They had a game plan to win this game because it happened in the first half. They just decided to go away from it.
And they to be fair, they made the lion's share of mistakes as well. You know, they had plenty of opportunities. Will they fumble it or lose the ball or whatever? One incident, Jacko, when the ref said that Jacko had dropped the ball, and on the replays that Leo Thompson had stripped it, and it was just like, bro, why didn't they challenge that?
Because it happened exactly the same thing happened last week against the Tigers. Remember?
Yeah.
Ford got penalised for a penalty. Then they showed the replay, and it wasn't even. But hey, aren't we freaking thankful that they didn't challenge it and lose it? Because we got that, we used that challenge right at the dying minutes of the game. And who challenged that? Was that what's his name? Tanner Boyd that challenged, you know, when he missed the penalty? And they challenged it because they were like, oh, he got taken out in the legs, but really Jackson Hastings was not square at marker. Who challenged that? Because I don't think it was Fish, because you've seen him like running like he was up there. So I'm wondering.
It might have been Tanner Boyd.
Yeah, I think it was. I think he made the call, and I'm just like, bro, how onto it are you to just be like, fuck, you know? And onto it players do that, you know, when it comes crunch time, you know, like that's a Cameron Smith kind of thing, where Cameron Smith would be like, nah, challenge. Or Cam Munster, that's what they do when there's minutes, you know. And for goodness, because far out, we'd be singing a totally different song. But
but like for me, that Jacko strip, it was kind of like, for me, watching it, and I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, Leo Thompson knows that we as fans know that Jacko drops the ball every once in a while, you know, and he rolled the dice and he won it, you know, and it was just like, but then Leo Thompson and Phoenix Crossan, they both had the cheek to kind of, they were backslapping each other, but then they were giving Jacko shit too, and I was thinking, you fucking Kiwis, you're lucky you're Kiwis, because I actually love them, but it was like, yeah, buggers. What's that, bro?
Has the Knights turned Crossland into a ball-playing 13? Is that his role now?
I actually thought he had a good game. I actually thought
Crossland had a really good game.
Yeah, I actually thought Crossland had a good game.
Is that the plan for Crossland now?
Well,
so,
I mean, you've got
Brayley back, When Brayley came back.
I thought he was, because is that Blake Brayley's little brother? The hooker for the Sharks. Is that Blake? Can someone let me know, Jazz or Jacko Tahi? Is Jaden Brayley Brayley's little brother?
Little brother.
Yes, Miz. Egan try. Can we talk about the Egan try? Was that a double movement, guys?
No,
definitely not.
And what about the Marju try passing off the ground? Was that a try?
And Gago's reaction after.
Yeah, exactly. That is my 11-year-old. My 11-year-old said, "You can't do that."
Yeah,
he's 11.
Yeah,
he's 11.
Yeah,
he goes,
yeah.
You can't do that, and I said, they gave it a try.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Shady as.
But it was Dane Gagai's face that said it all.
Yeah. And it all got caught on camera, and they showed it a couple of times, and it's just like, fish and chip paper now. But
they should have showed his face at the end of the game. Dane Gagos.
Even the Dallin try, like they didn't show. I didn't think it was a forward pass because I'm sure it came out of Tane's hands backwards by just a bit. Like it wasn't fully backwards, but it wasn't forwards either, in my opinion. I don't think
it look like that on camera, but it didn't look like it on camera to me. It looked pretty line ball, but you got to look at the touchy, and the touchy's right there. So it's like,
I didn't even see the touchy put. But anyway, I'm just like, of all times, like forward passes never get pulled up, right? And when you're scoring a try, but
I know.
All of a sudden, it's illegal, and I'm just like,
well, I suppose we have to be okay with this because the bunker gave Michaela Break a try on the game afterwards, and it wasn't a try.
I saw the highlight.
She grounded it, and it about
just after they confirmed it. It was like, okay.
So maybe that was like,
it looked good on the front angle, but the one from behind, I was like, she lost that.
That had a try.
Tahi, sometimes it looks like that, my bro? Like, but I actually thought, and I think, what's that ref's name? You think after 30 years, I'd know the refs.
Our ref,
but I actually don't. I don't know who's
Grant Atkins.
Grant Atkins.
Yep, he was a
ref. He likes his whistle away, Grant Atkins. Like he will pull up everything.
Yeah.
Then you get the likes of I don't even know his name either. Is it Edit? No. But some refs are just really bad with the whistle, man. And other refs will let certain things slide. I can't stand the commentators. I would have loved to. Miz, they fucking.
That's normal. Yeah. We're the outsiders.
Who was the commentator that was commentate when Laica got that runaway? Who was that?
Who was screaming?
Shouting. It wasn't Blocker Roach because he's a dick.
Vossi, it was Vossi and Roach on one channel, and I think
Vossi.
I think Andrew Johns and Freddie Fiddler.
I'll tell you what, the SJ's League Lounge is going to be pretty cool the next episode, that's for sure. I mean, it's so nice being a League fan because you got like SJ League Lounge during the week, and then you got SJ doing interviews on his own thing, and then he's got the podcasts. It's just so much content in between the games. Jazz, you actually congratulated Michaela. Jazz, I actually congratulated Michaela on that try after the game too.
Nice.
Fair play to the Knights, the NRLW. Let's give them some respect. I think they're just a polished team, NRLW team. Just like the Broncos, just like the Roosters. You know, these girls have been playing together for a long time, and you could see it. You could see the big difference between them and us. But just like true warrior spirit, I think we just got that dog in us to not give up. We can't really go through teams from what I can see at the moment after 3 games, but we can definitely go around them.
Heck yeah. They've definitely got the wheels, bro.
Big shout out to, is it Maliepo? Maliepo? Have you seen her kick goals?
Standoff.
She's really good,
she's good,
amazing. She could teach the men a few things or two about how to kick conversions.
She's got that whole technique and everything. She's amazing. She got 2 from the sideline, I think.
I think this season for our Wahine is just like a settling in season, like just finding their feet, learning those combinations.
Learning the game.
Learning the game and perfect time to do it, during the season. I mean, hey, they're probably, who knows where they'll end up come the end of the season, but at least they're finding their feet this year and then they can go into next season being well prepared.
Treat this as a preseason, one long as preseason, right?
Oh, heck yeah.
Build those links. Next season we'll come back. I don't care where we end up this season. Score some tries. I don't care.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think we've got it. I don't think we've got it in the beginning of the season to hang with these real polished teams. Even though saying that, Broncos did lose on the weekend, so
lost
the Roosters.
I was going to say, bro.
Learning the ropes, absolutely, Tahi.
I was going to say, so Leo, when Leo done that late hit on Tanner, we got the penalty and stuff, but when he hit him, and it wasn't actually that bad, it was just late, but it's kind of like Leo Thompson's a bit of a meathead, and I love him because he's a Kiwi, and he brings the same kind of energy to the camp, to Kiwis camp when when the internationals kick off and stuff. He is a bit of a brute, he doesn't mind the confrontation. He's in there. If he's not starting it, he's not far from it, kind of thing. But it was just a dumb penalty, I was like, come on, bro. Doing dumb shit like that, it's working against you, bro.
I actually, this is my unbiased opinion, but I do think a lot of those late fucking, come on, man. Years ago, they wouldn't have been a lot of them, because when they slow it down, it's like, bro, that's like you hit them when the ball comes off their boot. Sometimes it's quite, what's that bloody word they use, at the same time. So a lot of them, and it's physics, bro. If a player's committed to making that tackle and they're running in at freaking 100 miles an hour and that player suddenly releases the ball, the charging player can't just in a split second change his angle and either drop to
or
the
slow
ground,
down,
or slow down or veer off. It's physics, bro. So I think those penalties are a bit harsh sometimes, no matter what team it is.
What about the one where DWZ drops it and then he gets hit? He gets hit high, and I thought that was pretty soft, man. Come on. He'd already knocked the ball on, and then he gets hit high. It was just like, we'll take
He's
it.
He's a good actor. Him and Chance.
Really
Chance is a freaking. He does it as too. He lies down too, and it's like, bro, don't, man.
Yeah.
Like, just get up and like Chance does it actually more than what Dallin has, and I'm like, I don't like that, even if it's players from our team, and those two are probably the only two that do it, and I don't like it, no matter who the player or whatever team. I just.
Dallin always done it. Dallin always done it. I think he's even done it at all the other teams that he played at as well. He's always had that theatrics in him. He gets up and he's rubbing his jaw.
I think I remember a couple of years back when Kusi done it. Who were we playing? I can't remember, but Kuss did it, and then they went to show the replay, and bro, the arm just went straight over his head. It didn't even touch him, but trying to milk. And I get it when the game's on the line, and all teams do it. I don't care what anyone says. All teams and 80% of players, try and get a great.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I like the players that don't.
Yeah, I was going to say Dimitric's try was like all skill and strength. But mind you, and on review, there was a massive gap. And we already had the momentum, but Dimitric just 1-on-1, and just beat the guy. And I was like, bro, that's the one. Again, these young fellas just, they bring the juice. Oh, and when Adam got penalised for that 1-on-1 strip on Gagai, and it was kind of like, so we got penalised for it, but it was like it was a straight 1-on-1. Why didn't we challenge it? Why didn't we? Because we would have won that as well. And it was just like, but like Tans was saying before, it's almost like we're saving those challenges for the real crunch moments.
We seem to do that.
Tail end. Yeah.
because we saw this last week. Remember when we just spoke about this, about the Jackson Ford when he got penalised for the strip. And you're right. I think we are saving, and I think maybe we be saying to them, Nana, if we're going to challenge, we wait until we really need it. Because why challenge? I've seen some teams challenge when the game's just kicked off, like 3 minutes into the game, and teams are challenging. I'm like,
didn't Jazz do that once?
Yeah,
What's
like
that,
even done it last week. I think Melbourne Storm was it No, Clint Gutherson, mate. That guy loves a challenge, and it's like 3 minutes into the game and he's challenging. Even in the second half, like 2 minutes into the second half, and I'm like, nah, bro. Like you got to save those. Yeah, and
I just remember Jazz did it once. I think it might have been last year or maybe the year before. We like challenged straight away. Yeah, it was just like, nah, bro.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello. Shout out to Jazz, by the way, for beating the Storm.
Oh yes, fantastic. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I think everyone in the community
would
agree that when the Storm wins, man, when the Storm lose, everybody wins.
Yeah.
So yeah, I loved it. And actually the Manly won exactly pretty much how we with that, because they won because Harry Grant made contact with the legs, right? Which is what we challenged in the last minute and a half. Was exactly the same challenge. And as soon as we challenged it, I was thinking, man, this is like a repeat of copy and paste of what we've just seen with Melbourne and Manly. But anyway, great by Manly.
Before I head off, I just want to say that there might be some faces at Mount Smart Stadium next week. You guys want to talk about that?
Yes. I might have to. Yeah, you'll have to let me know who's who, and because I am flying up. Rio's driving up. I'm flying up on Thursday, so I will be there at the meet and greet on Saturday. But yeah, I might have to get my grandson to. I don't know.
We'll see you there, Tons. I'm actually hitching up. I'm hitching a ride with Carl.
Yeah. No, it'll be awesome just to see everyone. Kanohiki te kano.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. So all the briefers in the comments, if you're going to the game, if you live in Auckland and you're going to the game on Saturday, we'll be there as well. So it'll be real cool. We'll hit the Lily World. So if peeps are already in the stadium, whatever. Sorry, I didn't get to mention this to you, Cole, but because our Wahine are playing at 2:45. So if we're going to try and get up for that game, but the main game kicks off at 5. If Jacko, Tahi, all the rest, if you guys are there, by all means come down. Be really cool to meet you.
Nick, you should know because you've gone to shit ton of home games. So with when you get tickets to watch the main game, does that also get you entry to watch the women's or
That's a good question because I've never been to a women's game, but I do know
New
that
South Wales Cup. We used to go to the New South Wales Cup, then watch. So does that ticket cover all of those?
Yeah, I'd imagine it would, eh?
Yeah,
Pardon?
New South Wales Cup has never been. You never have to pay for tickets to go to New South Wales Cup.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. So it must be the same with the Wahine then.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the same for the Wahine. I would imagine you'd have to pay for the Wahine. But if you got a ticket, I don't know. Because, I don't know if I know. You'll have to double check on that one.
Okay.
Anybody in the comments tell me if your ticket to the main event also gets you into the Wahine? I would hope.
Yep, pre-game. So it does cover like that.
Okay.
I was going to say, otherwise we'll just jump the fence. No. Fucking get there nice and early.
Yes, Jacko. Jacko's just mentioning the Warriors setting up a pathways base in Logan. Aussies are not happy. I don't know. I was going to bring it up, but I don't know enough about it. Although I did see the bro Levon share it on another platform, and I also seen a post about it on Facebook. But I don't know Logan. I don't know where that is. But fantastic news for the club. And
I think that's the high school that Benji Marshall went to, eh? And he done a couple of years there.
Kibra, bro. I'm not quite sure where that is. If it's in Logan, I don't even know. But
what I've got to say to that, Jacko, if other clubs or Aussies don't like it, I say, you know, like how many years, Jacko, and everyone else in the chat, how often have other rival clubs come fishing over here for players? And so I just say, well, tough luck, man. Unlucky, mates.
Unlucky.
Unlucky was.
Before I go, shall we go?
Queensland. Okay. Yeah.
Before I go, can we do like a score prediction?
Oh,
man, I thought we were gonna.
Did you want to hear last week's ones?
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Okay, so just before you take off, my bro. So last week's predictions for the Knights game. I said, oh my God, I said 42-12. Tans, you said 34-12. Carl, you said 50-14. Jacko said 28-14. Tahi said 32-18. Kelly said 40-10. Mel 30-16. SC Warrior was actually the closest. He said 20-12. Zach said 89-10. One day, Zach, you're going to get there, bro. 89-10. Soul on Ice Heartbeat said 38-12. And Michael said 48-13. Oh, and Andy Joyful said 36-12. So all of us were on the same waka. We were all predicting a big score. Just the Knights weren't on that script. They were doing their own thing. So
can we just talk about? Did anyone see the highlights of Des Hasler in the changing rooms?
Yeah.
Bro, like
I was wondering if that was a piss take, Because
does anyone think it's okay? Like
that shit you could do like 20 years ago. You know, it's kind of like, bro, that's outdated, man. You just can't. I mean,
did you see? Was that Bo Fermor who was looking at him like, bro, what the fuck are you? Like,
but he pulled guys out of the showers. I was just like,
out of the shower.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty
out
of it, man.
It
was ugly.
I don't even think Craig Bellamy goes off like that. But anyway, he'll be doing it again next weekend. Sorry, Des, but bring your heart medication and your aspirin, brother, because actually
he's off.
We know what happened to us last year by the Titans. So, but I do think. I do think after this we'll come home and I think the boys will sit down and be like, bros, that wasn't good enough. Like,
and so I've seen that thing of Des, and I just thought, you could get away with that shit in the 80s and in the 90s and maybe even the early 2000s, but it's outdated. It's just like it's out of touch. It's prehistoric. It's just like, bro, you're a fossil. And if you're a coach in that position and you've got to kind of talk to your team, your players like that, it's like, fuck, bro, you are so out of date. It's not funny.
What players are gonna appreciate their coach approaching them like that? I don't know many in this day and age.
No,
like I said, the look on Fermor's face was like, brother, like, nah, man, you can't be doing that. But anyway, my score prediction for next week. Fuck.
You go on. Go on, Tans.
Check it off, Tans.
Kick it off.
Against the Titans.
I've got one. I've got one loaded.
Oh, damn. See, now I'm thinking I don't want to get ahead of myself, but
no, go hard, Tans.
I'm going to go 20. Oh, actually, I might go 14 points to 22-14 to the world.
Don't know if this is going to change your mind, Tons, but the Titans are 17th.
I know. I've only got 4 wins. Is it 4 wins?
Yeah. And they lost. They
were bottom of the table last year, and they whipped their asses 66-6. So I'm not, like we've got to.
I knew you'd bring that up, Tons. I knew you'd bring that up.
Well, we have to. We have to be realistic, right? Like, this is trauma. I still hold on. I have a lot of trauma from past ass whippings. So,
sorry, Tons. What was What was your score?
I'm gonna go. What did I just say? 22-14.
22-14.
No, because Tanner's got an 80% kicking. I'll go 24-14.
24-14.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to go something similar. I don't think I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think we're going to probably outmuscle them. They'll get tired towards the end, and then maybe we'll score like 2 tries. You know, like one of those games where like it's real tight, but the score line at the end, you go, oh, it was comfortable, but it wasn't comfortable. So it's going to be a 28-18 win by the Wires.
Sure.
But for most of the game, we're going to be behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Interesting, my bro.
Yeah, I think Tanner Boyd will probably feel more pressure now up against his old club.
Actually, I think I'll relish in it. I think Aaron Clark will go nuts, you know, and he does it every week. But I think
every week anyway.
but I think this week, and I think I think probably they'll both have that attitude where they'll be like, "Bro, you thought we were shithouse, so we're gonna freaking come."
He didn't believe in me.
Yeah.
They didn't believe in Tanner. He said in an interview, he said like a lot of teams haven't believed in me, and I think he was directing that directly over at the Titans.
How many of us were jumping up and down after Laica try when a Buzzman, bro? Like, I can't even tell you the amount of times I watched. Like, yes, I was jumping up and down. Me and my son, I celebrated. We were celebrating like it was a grand final. And all those, and I just said this before, all the videos online of whānau like watching the game, and then I mean SJ shared one with his whānau celebrating, and I just think, man, there would have been tens of thousands of homes here in Aotearoa and in Oz that were doing exactly. And Jazz, were you at the game? Was it? Oh, I don't know what. Yeah. But Warrior Nation, man, again, shout out to Warrior Nation because they just are in there, man. They make a huge effort to go and support our boys up here.
It was probably one of the few games where we were like our fans, you could hear them, but the Newcastle fans were louder, and they were definitely sticking it to us, and it's just like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
Hey, whānau, I've got to bounce off and head to mahi. So
sure, Māori.
I'll see you guys online, and let's
good
go.
to see you, my bro.
Yeah, good
thanks
to
for
see
jumping
you.
in.
Yeah, love having you on. Love to pop in. Chill, bro.
Later, bro. Bro, it's good to breathe. I jumped in. So everyone in the comments, chuck your scores in. I've got Jacko, Tahi, 5-star, Zach, Mel, Kelly so far. If I've missed yours, I'll scroll back through the comments. Carl, it's just me and you, bro, for this weekend's game. What do you reckon, my bro?
Bro, I'm gonna go the same scores last week, I just reckon the Warriors are due for another Sharks game, to be honest.
I like that.
And I reckon we've got to start peaking somewhere. I don't think we can keep just sort of just winning these games, It's just not.
So 15-14.
We've got to peak sometime, bro. Same score, bro. 50.
Yeah, I agree, bro. We need to stamp our mark and go into
this
back into the season with a hiss and a roar,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because in theory,
especially going into the
what's that, bro?
Especially going into the Doggies game as well, we need to, far out. We need to start peaking somewhere, start climbing.
Yeah,
I wish that Doggies game was here at home because, man, I have seen Doggies home games, and man, that does not look nice because I'm going to have to ask Brody on Wednesday, bro, are there any rival fans when the Dogs play at home? Because all I see is blue and white, and it's mental. And so that's going to be a real harsh atmosphere for our boys to play in. But anyway, we'll wait for that. We'll see.
The Warriors have got a good fan base in Sydney as well, so they kind of. I'm hoping, like the Brisbane games, whenever we play at Suncorp, because those fans up Queensland, they're pretty heartsy. So if the Sydney-based ones, like the Warrior Nation, like if Richie gets there and just does the same thing, just revs them up, should be because it's such a massive stadium as well, and it's like, when you see the fans, they always seem to be sitting in the lower seats. But then they've got these massive seats right up the back that are empty. And it's just like, how big is that bloody stadium? Yeah, you know, and if the fans decide to turn up in numbers and be like, oh, damn, okay, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely be outclassed in the way of fans. And because I've heard stories about them, and like Tahi just said, yeah, Scary Otan's the can throwers. And Jacko's comment there. But anyway, the doggies game isn't here yet, but I mean, it is a scary thought.
Oh, actually, I saw this. What Jacko posted. That win was 6 in a row in Sydney team's club record. Yeah, we've never won 6 in Sydney ever. It's just like, wow. So it's kind of like this team's coming up with some pretty good. Some not just the stats, but some of the records that we're aiming for and beating. It's like, bro, that's choice.
We still completed at 88%. So I was we were quite good. And I'm sure probably everyone's gone back and watched the replay, and we actually played quite well. It was just because we couldn't get over the line. And I think that was the most frustrating, because we had a shit ton of possession on you know, up there, and we couldn't get over the line, which was, I think that was the frustrating part, because honestly, when Adam Pompey went over for the first try, I'm like, yeah, all goods. We got this game in the bag, you know, like I just thought that set the platform. I was like, oh, we good now. Little did I know there's still freaking 60 minutes left, and well, you know, I should have been realistic, but I'm with Carl. I want to see big wins now with the games that are remaining. When do we play the Dogs? Is it round what?
2 more weeks. We got the Titans this week, then the Dolphins, then the Doggies. So
because I saw Perez was might have a couple of weeks suspension, so I was hoping that he'd be out. But then again, Leo, I always remember you saying, you know, when you play a team, you want to play the best. You know, you want to play a team that's full strength.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's where you really see where you're at. So
yeah. And like, to be fair, like these next 8 weeks, whatever we've got left, we should be making a charge to not only stay in the 4, bro. If we could push up to second or third or second, you know, then why not? Why can't the boys be pushing? Because I mean, obviously the Doggies, the Raiders, and the Storm are all. It's their mindset, it's their mentality. So it's not just about us securing 4th spot. We should still be trying to push for that number 1 spot. Absolutely. I said that months ago, you know. And I think that's still very much the mentality. Mate, the Weekend's a prime example of it. They fought to the end. They just wouldn't give up. You know. So if the boys if they're gonna push, then now's the time.
I
just
want to point out another thing of when Maju, so when Gagai scored the try, Maju passed off the ground, right? It just shows even that mentality that, bro, you have got to play to the whistle. Like, even though he was on the ground, that defensive, we should have still been able to. It was probably impossible. I don't know, but there should have been a defensive line there, maybe, or someone should have.
Like Kurt had him, but Kurt kind of come away
and held him down. So it's just playing to the whistle, man. Like, never. And there's only a couple of teams that are onto it like that. They make sure that, nah, bro, like, you wait until that whistle goes, or until the call is held. You know, don't just think, oh, yes, sweet, you know, like he's held. Wait until you get that call from the ref. So just kind little things like that, you know, and but
like Capewell had him, but he kind of he went over the top of him and then slid off, and it was kind of like, well, that probably freed him up to get his arm to do that thing he'd done with his arm, flip the ball back.
I was actually surprised in regards to Mazu that we didn't go with the same game plan when we played them the first time. How we were just giving those high balls to Mazu and tiring them out.
Yeah.
We just didn't go with that same game plan. I was like, it worked the first game. And I'm like, because he's the main man. He's the main man in the back.
Oh, yeah, bro.
rolling
I'm
over.
not too sure if we were more concerned with the other side, with Dom Young and over the other side, but because our left side defense was sweet, man. Even you look at Laica on feature hunt, like that was. I was like, oh no, he's a try incoming,
was
and
good
he
tackle.
just grabbed him and was like, no.
And Fletcher Hunt should have passed that. Dom Young was open.
Yeah.
All he had to do was flick that ball out, and they would have scored. Yeah. But it was almost like he backed himself. And Laica went full body, just threw himself at him and nailed him. It was just like, bro, that was good. It just killed it. Killed it on the spot.
Yeah, I think our left side. Who's out there? So it's Roger, Adam Pompey, Chanel Harris, Davida, Laica Halasima, and I just think that right side is sus for their defence. They might let in, but a lot more dominant compared to our left side. So our left, but we even last year we were saying this, and I think even in 23 we were saying, man, our right side defence with Montoya and Dallin, even 2 years ago, we were saying, mate, they need to work on their edge defence on the right hand side, and we're still having issues with it 2 years later. So something needs to change there. I'm not sure what, but
it's a funny one, eh? It's like, because no doubt Uncle knows there's a concern there, but it almost feels like the whole team know that potentially our right side doesn't stack up to our left. So how can we fix that? How can we remedy that? How can we? What are the systems we need to put in place? And no doubt Webby has those tools, I guess, on the day. And again, that goes back to, like we mentioned it earlier times about the whole Uncle's a loyalist, eh? Uncle Anaru always kind of stick with the players that he that's just him, just the way he plays the game. He's got his game plan in his head, and it's a long season, and this is how he approaches it. It's how Uncle's always been.
It's like sometimes dropping a player and bringing in someone else does more harm than good, right? Because then you're bringing in a new player it's really hard because you hear the boys like they play the same system, in cup, the same systems, same plays, same. New South Wales Cup are pretty much our sparring partner. That's who we train against, and so it's pretty. I wonder if it's like, what's the point of dropping a player when you're going to, who's the next best, Kusi, or it could be, is it Siokali or whoever, So
who do we have?
And it's just a matter of, like we've had conversations, people in the comments, we've had these conversations about SJ saying, like it's a difficult position to mark, wingers, he's just doing his job. Well, I beg to differ because, bro, like we have to sort that.
And I think it's hard with the centres that we've had injured throughout the year. We just haven't found that centre combination that's been consistent on that side. With Rocco out, Ali out. I'd actually, to be honest, I'd like to see Nico Clockstead go there and leave Tane at the back.
And
I think Tane's too much of a you can't just not let him play, Tane. He's just shown what he can do, and I'm just like, he's really the only speed that we've really got in the team.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah,
besides him, we just don't really have anybody.
He's got that, like he's a man, like, and you can tell teams find him difficult to handle. Like he's not, like you give that guy any space and he's gone, and you see him, man. He's just like looking for it. He goes out there and he looks for those spaces, where he can just get through, and he does it on every carry. He's always sniffing around looking for something.
Like even the way Tane steps, he's got such a fast sidestep. It's just like the way he was catching them out. Yeah, it's just like, bro, this guy.
And you said the same thing last week, Carl, and I think a lot of us have actually said, I remember earlier in the season when he was playing on the wing, and when Dallin came back, I was like, he's just too good to leave out, man. You can't.
Far too good.
Yeah, so but we know that that's probably not going to happen, and I think CNK will be back tomorrow because I saw Webby last week saying he would have played CNK last week, but because he was good to go, but it's just a precautionary measure. So I do expect CNK to be named tomorrow. But I actually agree with you, Carl. I think, and because CNK is he's a good defender, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think him on inside. Yeah, Kate Well go back to
Even Catwell off the bench, I reckon, would
either that.
be a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think, like for me, the issues with the club have at the moment is for our top team is that we have no dynamic centres. We don't have those game busting 4 and 3 that opposition teams look at and think, oh man, it's going to be a hard night. We don't have that. We haven't for a while. And it's like, it's one of those. I'd love to see us invest in someone, either some of the young fellas coming up or getting a real quality centre, a couple of quality centres into our backline because we definitely need it.
Yeah.
I think look, I think with Ali and Rocco, I just think injuries plagued them at the beginning of the season. And had they been healthy throughout the season, I think, because I know on the off season, I was like, bro, can we please have Rocco and Ali as our centre pairings? Because I think they're dynamite. And sure, Ali might have dipped a little bit. Rocco, sadly, hit all his injuries. But they can still, I'm not taking anything from them because I still think they're dynamite centres and they can be really dominant centres in the game. I still think Rocco Berry, he's one of the best kick chasers in the competition, and he leads our team when he's out there. With our kick chasers, he leads our team in doing that. And I'm not taking anything away from Ali and Rocco. I still think they've got, their ceiling's really high. I think it's a winger that we need. To be honest, and I'm not going to throw shade at anybody. I just think our centre is our wing. We need depth in our wingers. Then again, sorry, I'm fucking rambling, but I don't watch enough Cup to know who's the good wingers there, so I can't speak on that. But I do think we need a winger.
Or maybe we'll weaken both those positions, centre and wing, kind of thing. It's like, So whoever the Cup centres are, whoever the New South Wales Cup centres are, and the wingers, besides the ones that that have stepped up, it's we just need some dynamic blockbusting centres and wingers because we are injury prone at the moment, and it's almost like we've got our guys that are covering and that can cover the gap for now. If these young fellas are going to be stepping in soon, I'd like to see it sooner rather than later.
It might be. I mean, like, look at last year. We were screaming out for these young guys to make their debuts and come on because I know as a fan, I was ho-ha with some of the guys that were playing. I was like, man, we've got to play these young players. But fortunately, and because Webby's just, a great coach, obviously he was like, no, we're going to wait till this preseason. Then we're going to bring them in. We're going to have a preseason together and we'll take it from there. And I think maybe it might be the case here too. Webby's like, no, we're not going to throw, one of our Cup wingers in there. We're just going to play out this season. Whatever happens, and we'll get them in the preseason and take it from there. I just want to go to Tahi's comment. Tane is great, but CNK has stopped multiple tries on our goal line with strength. So be careful what you wish for. I do agree with you, Jacko. I think CNK is a great defender. I just think what Carl's saying is, we need that spark. And Jacko, and I know you've said it before also. So, but Tane just brings that spark that people say we don't have in a few positions. But hey, I do think Tane's too good for reserve grade. But I also and I agree with you, Jacko. I do think CNK's great a defender out the back. But hey, look what Tane did last night, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, on Saturday. Fuck, did we play on Saturday? Okay, what?
Last
No.
night.
Last
night. I think my sugar levels are dropping a bit. And look what Tane did last night defensively, man. He surely stopped 2 tries. Like, that guy had to literally do a 360 and chase down a couple of players.
Yeah.
So when we talk about defense, I think Tane's proven himself there as well. So who knows?
Yeah.
But,
we got to find a place for him. We've got to keep him in the starting lineup. We've got to keep him in that lineup. That's pretty much a wrap for the Knights game, eh? I think heading into the Titans game. Oh, I didn't do my score. I've got everyone's scores at the moment. Again, if you've got a score, chuck it in the comments. But from the top, Nick said 28-18. Tans, he went 24-14. Carl, same score as last weekend, 50-14. So, if I crunch those numbers, I'll go next. I'm going to go 38-12. So that's my score. Jacko said 35-10. Tahi, 30-12. 5-star said 28-12. Zach, I love your score, Zach, my bro. Zach said 88-0. Miz, 40-16. Kelly said 44-14. And Ricky said 26-8. So if I didn't read your score out, I'll scroll back through, and just a bit of a couple of things, because I didn't realize people were posting comments on the YouTube comments thing after we finish. So, and I noticed that people would be leaving scores as well. So I'll make sure I check into those. And tomorrow night, so we've done the Tans' Tuesday night team list. Last 2 Tuesdays. I'll make sure we're in training tomorrow night. So we won't be able to do the live tomorrow night, guys. So real sorry about that. But if we catch the team, I can't, like, in regards to the team going up against the Titans, home game, can't really see a lot of changes coming. It's pretty much going to be the same lineup. Unless I did notice Capewell was kind of limping as well. Like when Gagai started limping, Capewell was limping too. Yeah, it was in the second half. So I was thinking,
must be a Queensland thing, eh?
Yeah, I reckon.
Jazz again. I will be amazed if CNK. Look, CNK is going to be named at fullback tomorrow. If he's good and healthy to come back, he'll definitely be the fullback. There's no question about it. What we're saying is Tane deserves a spot in our 7th. Well, he's just a great player, and he just brings what nobody else brings. But CNK will be our fullback.
Yeah, Mo, hey, that's an interesting point. Tane to 7 when Tanner Boyd goes down. And keep Tamati on the bench, or let Tamati slip in. Oh, I don't know. We're trying to find room for Tane. That's right.
I could do, but could do. But that won't happen. Tamati will slot in. If Tanner goes down, Tamati will be the half. And anyway, we don't need to talk about that because that hasn't happened yet.
No, Kelly just posted. Capes is injured.
I hope not.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Ali, you know.
Yeah, Capes is injured. Oh, Kelly, Tarn's team Tuesday tomorrow. No, bro, Ardiel's got something on, and I don't know. I don't know how to work all this stuff. Sorry. So we're gonna have to postpone it. We can do it at 7:30 if you guys want.
I should be.
At 7:30,
it's just about later. That's all. I won't be home till 7:30, 7:45. And by that stage, the team list comes out at 6. So that would be a late one.
But we will be on for it next week. So sorry, guys. But if you head over to Waz Up TV on YouTube at 8 o'clock, they do it anyway. So we'll have to head over there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
at 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yeah. Okay.
What have you-
I think that's pretty much us for tonight. That's close to full time. I've got my scores, got everyone's scores. Good to talk about last night's theatrics from Laica and the team, and yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I'm keen to see what the rest of the Aussie media have got to say about because even Bloke in a Bar, they done a really good analysis in regards to like Laica's just a freak, the way he just kind of took them on and backed himself and blah blah blah. And they were saying he could potentially be in line for Rookie of the Year. It's like, oh wow, okay.
I'd love that. I'd love for Laica to get it, but I think with Robert Toyer, coming in and then representing Queensland, I think it'll go his way. But I hope not. I hope with all my heart he gets it because I think he deserves it 100%.
Oh, and the tries that he scores are just like he creates them himself.
Yeah,
He literally takes them on and scores. And it's just like this guy, and he's only a kid. It's just like, mate.
And not only is he an aerial threat as well off the bombs, now he's a wherever on the field, he's a danger. And
he's a freak,
I bet all teams now, they're going to, they're going to shut him down. Well, they're going to try to anyway.
Actually, Laica, and this is just me thinking out loud, and it's based on absolutely nothing. Laica could potentially be our blockbusting centre. So, just as a backup foot, because he's just this freak. The way he's playing at the moment.
Is that all they said, Jacko? On Matty John's show, they said Laica is a handy. Bro, he's much more than a handy. He's a freaking
wow.
He's a and I think other teams will be not scared of him, but they'll know he's a threat. And I think they'll be, when he gets his hands on the ball, they'll be like flies to shit. They'll be all over him. Sorry.
Did they mean handy or handful? Don't quite understand the comment. It's like, what would you call someone handy?
Handy man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't even know if that's still a compliment,
I think they'll find it hard to give us the Warriors compliments.
They always do,
unless it's someone like Capewell or Barnett, because they're they're Origin players and Australian players. But maybe that's. But hey, he's being recognised. Yes, true, Tahi. Well, they recognised him ages ago. And I'm just glad we've got him up because I bet your teams will be like, damn, man, if they were coming off contract, far out, would be ringing their managers.
I think this one's for you, Duns. That last one, Jacko.
They're good times. Are they mad or jealous or just stupid? All three, bro.
Yeah. Handy. Okay, so he's handy. Sure. So yeah, that's pretty much full time for tonight. So to the breathers in the comments, thanks for jumping on. Real sorry, I didn't mean it. Like I skimmed through a whole lot. Had a feeling tonight was going to be a goodie, just because of last night's game. Nice boy and was pissed they lost. Yeah, hardcore. But yeah, just so whatever you're doing for the rest of the week, hope you catch the team list for tomorrow night, and yeah, hope you have a good rest of the week. And like always, fucking up the fucking wires, baby. Yes. Go the fucking Warriors.
Quickly, yes, Tahi, I was just thinking that, and then you said it, the next Katoa in the eyes. Exactly, bro. I was thinking, bro, he is. And I think he'll actually be, when, time comes, in a couple of years, I think he'll be better than Katoa.
Oh, heck yeah.
I said it.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that's
Katoa wasn't doing things that Laica is doing after 20 games in the NRL. Sorry, it's not even 20 games, it's 17 or whatever. Hand pink waving.
Checker, you're crack up, my bro. You're crack up. Yeah, that's us for tonight, eh? Thanks heaps, team.
Yep.
We'll see you
thanks, everybody.
next Monday. Yeah, have a good weekend. Make it to the game. If you make it to Lily World, we'll see you there. We'll definitely see
Yes,
us then.
yes.
Yeah,
I'll
that-
see you at Lily World if whoever shows up there.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I'll say to you.
Laters.
Sure.